So so we'll start today's presentation. Good evening, everyone. Today, I and Abhishek will be presenting on the stressless trading method and the Kosh app. Okay, so I'll be explaining about the stressless trading method, and Abhishek will be explaining about the Kosh app. So before I begin with the presentation, let me share with you the vision of Dozen Diamonds directly from our founder, Pratik Agarwal's mouth.
Minutes to share. I quickly wanted to take a couple of minutes to share the vision behind our starting dozen diamonds or my starting dozen diamonds. I personally believe that for India to transform into a country where we lead the world in our per capita GDP, we have to become a country of investors. Western countries, for example, US, have transformed itself, have evolved slowly. They have evolved from being a country of blue collar workers into white collar workers into entrepreneurs, and now we are at a point where 40% of US functions as investors, and basically their market cap is double the size of their GDP. On the other hand, India is currently at 1.4 times its GDP, and only 7% of its citizens participate of its households participate in the market. This gap creates a deficit of about
Is the
$2.1
video
trillion
clear?
dollars in
No,
the
it isn't.
Indian stock market.
Sorry,
And I think this gap
No, the video is
it's,
not. Is fuzzy.
it's
It
not
is
clear,
fuzzy.
right?
Uh,
One second.
workers into white collar workers into entrepreneurs, and now we are at a point where 40% of US functions as investors, and basically their market cap is double the size of their GDP. On the other hand, India is currently at 1.4 times its GDP, and only 7% of its citizens of its households participate in the market. This gap creates a deficit of about $2.1 trillion dollars in the Indian stock market. And I think this gap primarily exists because Indians by nature tend to believe, Indian households by nature, at least until the last generation, tend to believe that the stock market is nothing but a gambling joint. While countries like US pride themselves on companies like Google, Microsoft, IBM, Amazon, or OpenAI, we still tend to consider the stock market as a mechanism to generate short-term gains using tips that we get from different channels. We still tend to bet on the direction of the market rather than recognizing that the market is an investment mechanism. When we think about investment, we tend to believe that investment is something that you buy something and you forget about it. We do not mix trading and investment, and we do not consider stock trading as a mechanism for managing risk in the market. Rather, we feel that trading is something that exposes us to risk. So, my underlying belief is that we have not understood the underlying principles that help us understand the risk associated with the market and the right mathematical principles we should be using to benefit from the stock market. We tend to rely much more on ads that are continuously being bombarded at us and that talk about prediction accuracy. The Kosh app is the attempt of Dozen Diamonds to add some sanity to the market. We believe that the trading activity should be pursued with the goal of following some basic accounting principles and for generating steady income. The one of the main reasons for the gap is because the retail trader has very different goals from an institutional trader. While the institutional trader likes to boast about the percentage profit he generates at the end of the year, a retail trader is looking to generate monthly income for himself. and use the cash that he generates to supplement his personal income. Kosh app is our attempt to make sure that the retail trader makes full use of the benefits of stock trading and remains stressless while he's at it. Thank you.
दोस्तों क्या
So
आप
this
क्या
is so this is a vision video, okay, of a dozen diamonds. So before I move ahead, okay, so before I start with the sheet, STM sheet, okay, we will explain to you the basic concepts about the stock market. Okay, so
Yeah, let
yes,
me
okay,
handle it. Let me handle it. Yeah.
okay, sure.
So I'm sure you know the most basic understanding about the stock market is if I find a share, let's say the share is trading at 50 rupees, I plan to buy it at 50, and at some point, maybe in 6 months, maybe in a year, maybe in 2 years, I expect to sell it somewhere between 100 and 200 rupees. That would be considered a successful investment. Okay. However, oftentimes after you place some trades and you stay in the market for a while, you begin to realize that the path from 50 to 100 is not a straight path. A lot of things happen between 50 and 100 or 50 and 200, right? And a lot of people say, okay, because the market fluctuates so much, I'm just going to buy something and just forget about it and then look at it after 1 or 2 years and see where my portfolio is sitting. In my mind, that is like, closing your eyes and believing that the world does not exist. We know that is not true, right? Even if you close your eyes, the world still exists. It still comes with all its uncertainties and all the craziness that occurs because of political reasons or because of financial reasons and because of a whole bunch of possibilities, right? Sometimes the news is good, sometimes the news is bad, right? Bottom line is you are not entering the stock market to understand the financial system of the whole world. You are entering the stock market with one simple goal to make a profitable investment and basically find yourself at the positive side of the equation with more money than you started with, right? However, oftentimes what happens is you buy a stock at 50 and within 1 or 2 months you might find the stock trading at 40, which is probably something most of us are going through in the stock market today, right? The market is down. You bought a stock at 50, it is trading at 35 or it's trading at 20, some low price. And you just don't have the patience, the courage to sell the stock or do anything because you say, okay, I'm just going to wait it out. Going to wait out till the price hits 50 again, and I'm not going to touch it. And in most cases, what happens is as soon as it touches 50, as soon as you see a profit of 1 or 2 or 5 rupees or 10 rupees, you say, I've had enough, I'm getting out. That is the usual reaction that retail traders have. After being in the market for a long duration where their investment is lossy, their immediate reaction as soon as they see a small profit is to get out of the market, right? This is emotional trading. This whole exercise is emotional trading, right? But between that 50 and 200, there is a different game you can play. And that different game is about understanding that suppose you don't buy the stock at 50 and the stock price drops at 30. At 30, it starts looking like a risky proposition or it looks like an opportunity to you. What do you think? Is it an opportunity or is it a risky proposition? You are planning to buy it at 50, but now it's trading at 30. Will that excite you or will that make you even more fearful about the stock? Anybody who has an opinion on that? Datta,
I
anything?
think it will. Yeah, that I guess.
Datta, what would
I
you
think,
say?
yeah, that you can just share.
Anybody,
I think, sir,
anybody.
it's an
Go ahead,
opportunity, sir.
Huh?
It's an opportunity, sir.
It's an opportunity, right? Juhi, what would you say? Is it an opportunity or is
It's
it
an
something?
opportunity.
An
Like we
opportunity.
can, yeah,
Exactly. Now you talk to somebody who bought it at 50, right? And
yeah,
the stock is sitting at 30. What do you think he is feeling? Is he thinking it's an opportunity or what is he thinking?
yeah. For him also, like it will be opportunity only for to buy a
Provided he
more share.
has cash.
Yeah, yeah. If he has cash,
If he does
if
not
he
have
didn't involve
cash,
all the cash.
if he does not have cash, he's going to be
Yeah,
very
for his,
nervous about what is going
yeah,
on,
yeah.
right? So the
Yes, yes.
whole game about the stock market is making sure that you don't run out of your options. So the stock market comes with only two options. You can either buy or you can sell. That's all you can do. There is no other game you have to play. There's no other decision you can make. All you can do is buy and sell, right? So the the whole game is about making sure that you keep your options open all the time, right? Usually, what I want to highlight is I just want to highlight the concept of risk. What is risk? We all hear the concept of risk. We all talk about risk, right? But what exactly is risk? What exactly is being called risk, right? I gave you two examples. One person is looking at that stock at 30 and saying this is an opportunity. Another person is looking at the same stock at 30 and saying, oh my God, I lost so much money. My portfolio is risky, right? So the question really is what exactly does the word risk mean, right? In my mind, risk basically means when you lose the opportunity to take certain actions. When you lose the option, if you run out of cash and the stock price is still dropping, you have lost the option to buy the stock because you don't have any cash left, right? And that is true risk. The risk of losing the option to take an action is risk. As long as that option is there for you, that you can buy no matter how low the price goes, you will not perceive risk. You will not feel the stress of risk. It is only when you lose the option to buy, and it works the other way too. If the stock price rises, if you buy at 50 and you have sold everything, say at 60, and the stock price is going to 70, 80, 90, I'm sure you will still feel the stress. You will still feel the stress of having lost out of the opportunity, right? So it is the option of buying, or when you give up the option to either buy or sell, that is when the stress of risk starts impacting you, right? So the Kosh app, the product that we have built is totally is built around the principles of accounting and is built around the principles of cash management. How are you going to manage the cash in your account? If you can figure out how to manage the cash in your account, you can become the best trader of the world. The only difference between you and Junjunwala is that he has cash no matter how low the market goes. The only difference between you and Warren Buffett is he has cash no matter how low the market goes. He can play the game at any price. If he buys IBM at 100 and it goes to 10, he has cash to buy it at 10 too. That is the only difference. So the game we are going to play is the game of cash management. How do we become better at managing our cash? And if you become good at managing your cash, I promise you, you'll become a successful trader. It is as simple as that. And that's the mistake all retail traders make. They just don't manage their cash properly. So go ahead, Adrian, highlight the cash management part, right? So now the question becomes, what does cash management mean? Now we have basically linked risk management to cash management. We have said, if you manage your cash, you can manage your risk, right? So what does cash management really mean? Simple concept. When you buy a stock, if you have not spent all your money in buying a stock, usually the reason somebody spends all their money to buy a stock is they believe that the more stock I buy, the more profit I'm going to make. I found a stock at 50. I believe it's going to go to 100. Let me buy as many shares as possible because that is the best way I will double my money. If I buy 50% of shares, I will not double my money. My money from 50 to 100 will only increase by 50%, right? Because I just spent 50% of my money. That is the belief that we have when we say, I'm going to put all my money in a stock. And we all know that does not work. It just does not work. It does not work like that. You always find a lower price, a better price at a later day. So you always have to keep some cash in your account when you purchase some stock, right? So we'll call the cash that is left in our account as cash left. And in this whole presentation, including the stressless trading method as well as the app, we will be talking about only a single stock at a time. We will not be talking about building a portfolio of stocks or about how to distribute money across stocks. That is a separate discussion. We can have it separately, but that is not going to be the key point of today. The key point of today is how do I take a single stock and manage it properly, right? So the first point is there will be the concept of cash left. How much cash is left in my account? The next concept that will become important is, can I figure out how much cash I need in the future to keep my account stable and solvent, right? So calculating that cash needed becomes our second target. Our first target is figuring out how much stocks I need to buy. And our second target is to figure out how much cash do I need to keep trading successfully and without stress. Most likely, a very simple method that we will follow in this presentation to calculate the cash you need is by calculating two numbers. How much stock do I want to buy in the future? And what is the average price I'm going to pay for this stock in the future? If I have these two numbers, I can just multiply these two numbers and get the cash needed. As simple as that. Am I clear? Is there any doubt about whatever I've talked about till now? Please feel free to ask questions. This is all about having an honest discussion. So if you have any questions till this point, please feel free to ask. Juhi, Datta, anything on your mind?
No, not yet.
Am I making sense till now, or am I confusing you in some ways?
No, sir.
No, making sense.
Right? Okay. So fine. So now we have built a strategy. We want to figure out the cash needed, and we can apply these principles to absolutely any strategy that we choose to take. This is not about telling you the stressless trading method. I just want to build a framework around which you should be thinking about strategies in general, right? So as long as you can calculate these two numbers, you can calculate the cash needed, your future average price, as well as your number of stocks you want to buy in the future. Okay. So now let's talk about the stressless trading method. Briefly talk about why we are proposing the stressless trading method. The main reason I started trading back in 1995. The first time I started trading was in 1995. I must have made a lot of money 3-4 times, and I have lost all the money that I made 3-4 times. The main reason I understood finally in 2018 is because I keep losing the money I make is because I keep getting stressed out by the markets. At some point, I stop understanding the impact my decisions are having on my portfolio, and that's where things go wrong, right? So in 2018, I formulated the stressless trading method, and the main idea behind stressless trading method is, let me find all the reasons which stress me out when I'm trading and build a strategy that does not get impacted by any of these reasons, right? So can you highlight the list below, Adrian? I'll just pick and choose what I want to talk about, right?
Yes.
So first thing I want to talk about is the fluctuation of prices. That stresses me out. I'm sure it stresses everybody out. You sit down, you start looking at the ticker, it's going up one while, and it almost becomes like a habit. Each time we see our stock and its price is shown on the screen, we start wondering when it will come the next time around within 1 or 2 minutes. Will the price be up or down, right? So our mind itself basically starts concocting this idea that we have to be able to predict the market well to make money, right? This strategy will show you can make money without predicting the market at all. You don't need to have any idea about whether the market is going up or down, and you can still make money. Of course, you're going to buy stocks that you are supposed to pick stocks that you believe in. That's a different story, right? We are not saying that you just randomly pick stocks. We are saying pick stocks that you believe in, pick stocks that you understand, pick stocks that you work in, that you understand the business of, right? But trading is a separate game. Trading happens after you've made your initial purchase. It is the process that you have to follow after making your initial purchase. And that journey from 50 to 100 is the journey you have chosen to take. But between 50 and 100, as the price fluctuates, you should not be worrying about trying to predict whether it's going to go to 30 or going to go to 70 first. Right? So that's what I mean by a prediction-less strategy, a strategy where you don't have to think about the small fluctuations and wonder whether the next fluctuation will be up or down. Okay. The next part is I'm sure most Indians are very smart. They quickly understand this concept of technical analysis. They hear about technical analysis and they're drawn towards it. They feel that they're going to be taught some indicators that are going to help them predict the direction of the market. I promise you, for all the talks I've seen about all kinds of indicators, I believe that all indicators come with a chance of 50-50. It never gets better than 50-50. No matter what somebody will tell you, 80%, 90%, I can promise it will work, it will do this, it will do that. They don't do anything for you, right? At least that is my experience. That's my personal opinion. You are free to take the courses, you are free to follow all those methods. But I have not learned once, I've not had a successful experience with all these approaches, right? The third thing that happens oftentimes is that the market, you see a stock at 50 and you say, okay, let me wait. Maybe I'll wait and buy it at 40, right? Next thing you see the stock trading at 60. And now you have a fear of missing out. You have missed out on an opportunity. The opportunity is escaping you, right? And that is the fear of missing out. And oftentimes decisions made by fear of missing out are also most likely adding risk to your portfolio, right? So that's also something I wanted to avoid. I don't want to face the fear of missing out. When I see a stock, I should be able to place a bet on it right away. And my strategy should be such that I should not be thinking कि okay 50 पे है जब 40 पे जाएगा तब खरीदूंगा. That should not be my mentality. I should be able to take a bet at that point right away, right? So that's the third point. Then what am I talking about? I'm talking about risk management. Right, volatility trading. Okay. So what is the alternative? What is the alternative when you say, okay, I'm not going to predict the direction of the market, then how do you make money? Right? The other way to think about investing is that investing or think about trading is your real money that you're going to make by trading is only when a stock is volatile, right? For example, suppose there's a stock you buy at 50 and it keeps going up by let's say 10 cent, 10 paisa every day. Every day you see it is up by 10 paisa, right? And you decide that, okay, I'm just going to, every morning I'm going to get up, I'm going to look at this stock, and every day I see this stock is up by 10 paisa. Do you think there is any opportunity in trying to trade this stock? Any suggestion? Would you ever think of trading this stock? I mean, when I say trading, would you think about selling this stock and then buying it at a cheaper price in the future? Will that idea ever cross your mind? Any thoughts, Datta, Juhi, or anybody else? Even the participants
No,
that are yeah, huh? No, right. I mean, so
no,
basically,
I don't.
is you just can't trade that stock because it's just continuously. Every day you get up, it's going to be up by 10 cents. Every day you get up, it's going to be up by 10 paisa, right? So in that scenario, there is absolutely no room for you to trade it because you will never get it at a cheaper price after selling it, right? So the only thing that creates an opportunity for you to trade a stock is the volatility in the stock. Only when the price fluctuates, when it just does not have a single trend, it does all kinds of things. It goes up some days, it's down some days. That is the only way you have an opportunity to trade, right? And that principle works the other way around. If you're looking at a stock and it's moving up and down and you're not doing anything, you are missing out on an opportunity, right? So trading is based upon, I mean, good traders understand very clearly that all they are trying to do is capitalize on the volatility of the stock. That is all the purpose of trading is. They are just trying to capitalize on the volatility of the stock. And that's what you're going to see in the stressless trading method. You're going to understand that all the factors that are causing stress are going to get taken out of this equation, and you are going to capitalize on the volatility of the stock. Volatility being the up and down fluctuation in the prices, right? A stock may be following a trend, but even while it's following a trend, it will show all kinds of up and down movements of price, and that's what you're trying to capitalize on. Okay. So the interesting concept that you will one interesting concept that you will come across in this presentation is something called extra cash, right? Extra cash is basically, you can see, when you look at your portfolio, right? If somebody asks you, are you feeling good about your portfolio, or are you feeling bad about your portfolio? What is that good feeling or bad feeling based on? What is the one factor that determines whether you feel good about your portfolio or bad about your portfolio? Anybody coming up with an answer, please suggest.
If it keeps on going up, that's a good
Okay.
thing.
Amount of cash present in account.
Profit, na?
Yeah.
Portfolio profitable. That is your only metric to assess whether your portfolio is good portfolio or bad portfolio. Agree or disagree?
Agree.
Yes, agree.
Agree, sir.
You say, okay, no, I put in 50,000 rupees, I put in 1 lakh rupees. Now it is up 20%, 30%. I must be doing something right. I have a good portfolio, right? What you will see in this presentation is that portfolio is just one performance metric to analyze your account. I mean, sorry, profit is only one performance metric to analyze your account. There is also another metric that we have come up with, which we call extra cash, right? The beauty about the concept of extra cash, as you see more details about it, is the cash that it is the cash that collects in our account that you can withdraw without impacting your strategy, right? It almost makes you feel that you are running a business. Your portfolio now becomes like a business. Just like from a business, you always have cash flow in your portfolio that is focused on stressless trading method. You will start having extra cash. This is the cash you can withdraw from your account without impacting your strategy, right? The beauty about that is if you can continuously withdraw some cash from your account after every order gets placed, whether it's a buy order, whether it's a sell order, you can walk away with some cash from your account. What will happen over time is, in some time, it could be 5 years, it could be 8 years, but there will come a point where you would have withdrawn all your initial investment and your account will still be trading. You will still have a decent number of shares in our account, a decent amount of cash in our account, and your account will be trading. It will be running like a business. It will be running like it is as healthy as it was when you started it, right? You are not going to notice that you have withdrawn all your cash from the account and it is still running as smoothly as it was running when you started it. That is what the concept of extra cash is about. I'm sure some of you must be scratching your head and going, is this really possible? But of course, the point of building a startup is to show you that we are going to do something that you think is too good to be true, right? Otherwise, there's no reason for me to build a startup. A startup has to come up with a concept that sounds too good to be true. Whether it's Tesla, whether it's rockets being sent to the space, whether it's people being on board of that rocket and traveling across the space, whether it's a new vaccine, always it has to be an idea that has to sound too good to be true. Otherwise, a startup is meaningless. Okay. So Dozen Diamonds, one of the promises Dozen Diamonds makes in its app is extra cash. And I'm sure you'll find it as a very exciting concept. So using all these concepts, we are going to present you all the details about the stressless trading method as well as the Kosh app. Right. So we are going to combine all these concepts and present you the Kosh app. And you will notice that there will be some more concepts that you'll come across. For example, there's the concept of a price ladder. I will not try to explain it right now, but I just want you to remember some of these words because they will come up in future conversations. And when you are being shown the stressless trading method, maybe the mention of these words will be less frequent and they'll become more frequent as the app is shown. When the Kosh app is shown, you'll hear much more about step size, order size, and ladder. Just keep these three words in mind because if you keep thinking about them, you'll connect much better with both the stressless trading method as well as the Kosh app. All right, Adrian, you can take it away from here.
Okay. Thank you, Pratik. Okay. So before I start with the sheet, okay, of the stressless trading method, let me explain to you this chart. Okay, this is chart. Okay. So what we will do in the stressless trading method, okay, for example, if you see in this chart, okay, there's a buy price at 50 rupees. Okay, so the y-axis is 50 is a price. Okay, you can see 50, 48, 50, 52, 54. Okay, and down you can just see the it's just a movement of the chart. Okay, so if you see, we'll buy the stock at 50. Okay, and if the price of the stock goes up, okay, say for example it goes up by 1 rupee, okay, we'll sell the stock. Okay, fixed quantity of stock, will sell it. If it goes down, okay, say for example it goes down by 1 rupee, okay, we will buy the stock, fixed quantity of stock. So here you can see at 50, okay, we are buying the stock, which is the initial buy. Okay. Then as it goes up, okay, by say 1 to 2 at 51, okay, if you see over here, okay, if you see over here at 51, we are selling the stock. Okay, again, it goes up at 52, we are selling the stock. Okay, so at 53 or so, then again, at this price point, say at 53, okay, if it would have gone up, okay, at 54, we would have sold a stock, a fixed quantity of stock. But now you can see over here, it's come down, okay, at 53. So here we are buying the stock. Okay, so here you can see we are buying the stock. Okay. So whatever is the current price point in the market, okay, the previous price point will be a buy price, okay, and the next price point will be the sell price. Okay, so here you can see over here. Okay, so as soon as over here, now this is buy, you can see over here it's buying. Okay, now as the market is going up, we are selling it. Okay, over here. So similarly, you can see the full graph over here. Okay, so when the market goes down, we buy it. When it goes up, we sell it. So it is not at this point, like for 50, if it is 50, and if the market goes down, we'll keep on buying. It's not like that. Okay. And we'll not wait for the market to go above the buy price. So we'll not wait for the market to go above 50 to sell it. Okay. So here you can see whatever is the current market price. Okay. The next price will be the sell price and the previous price will be the buy price. So here you can see in the next chart. Let me clear this. So here you can see this line, the yellow line is the average buy price. Okay. So this will be the average buy price. Okay. So sometimes you can see when the stock is below the average buy price, we are buying it. Okay. But sometimes when the stock is below the below the average buy price, we are still selling the stock. Okay, so that's the reason. So whatever is the current market price, as I said, we'll buy below that and we'll sell above that. So sometimes it can be that we are selling it below the average buy price, and sometimes we are buying it above the average buy price. Okay, so here you can see this thing. So here we are buying, you can see this is average buy price, still we are buying, this is average buy price in yellow. We are still buying above the average buy price. And over here you can see we are selling below the average buy price. Okay, so this is the concept. So it's not necessary that a stock has to go above the average buy price to sell it, or it has to be below the average buy price to buy it. Okay. So let me explain to you the sheet. If you all have any question during the
One more
present,
point.
yes.
One more point.
Okay.
The main point Adrian is trying to make in this slide is oftentimes when we present the stressless trading method, people come back to us and say, all you are doing is averaging, right? As the stock price is going down, you are buying, and that is the same thing as averaging, right? I mean, some people even start thinking about dollar cost averaging, right? I mean, the human mind is always searching for similarities between things, and whenever two things look similar, it says, okay, one thing is the same as the other, right? And the same thing ends up happening oftentimes when people try to understand the stressless trading method for the first time. So we just want to highlight the differences between thinking about averaging and thinking about the stressless trading method, primarily to indicate that the differences are what, if by understanding the differences, you will understand the impact they're having on your portfolio. If you don't understand the differences, you will not be able to appreciate the value that you're getting out of following the stress. I mean, the method by itself is very simple. It is not a very complicated method. And there's a reason it is simple, and the reason is you should be able to communicate it, right? One of the things, stress is not just associated with the trader, it is associated with his entire family. His entire family wonders if you sit on your computer at home for 2 to 3 hours looking at the computer screen and trading, your whole family is going to wonder whether there is something wrong with you, right? They're going to wonder whether they have heard horror stories of somebody burning their family's nest egg on the stock in the stock market. Are you going to be one of them, right? So the stress is not just your stress; it is the stress faced by your entire family. And one way to get rid of that stress is for you to be able to very cleanly and clearly communicate your strategy to them. If a father can communicate his strategy to his daughter, if a husband can communicate to his wife, if a brother can communicate to his sister, there is a higher chance that the confidence in the whole family will build in the strategy. And we completely want to eliminate any kind of stress that the stock market brings to the entire family. Go ahead, Adrian.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you, Pratik. So I'll just be sharing the sheet now. So if you'll have any question during the presentation, please feel free to unmute yourself and ask the question. Okay, at that point in time. Thank you. So I'll be just starting this thing. So you can see the Excel sheet, right? All of you. Okay. So one second. So for example, I've deposited 5 lakhs in my account. Okay. And the price of the stock is 50 rupees. So what I will do now, okay, first, I will use 50% of this 5 lakhs, okay, 50% of the cash deposited, okay, and I'll purchase shares. So this divided by 2, divided by the price of the stock. So this will be the shares bought in my account. Okay, I'm just showing you all the formula also, so you will understand how it is done. So now if you see the cash that is spent in your account is the number of shares that is bought into the price of the share. Okay, so it's 2,50,000. I just put a negative sign because cash is spent from the account. Okay, so it's negative 250,000. Now, if you see now, since I've utilized 2,50,000, the cash that is left in my account is this plus this. 2,50,000 is the cash which is now left in my account. The shares owned. As of now, I'm owning this much shares. This much shares is there in my account. This plus this. This is the current shares that is available in my account. Now, if you see
Hello.
the account value,
Yes,
yes,
go ahead.
In
Right.
share owned, what formula exactly you have taken? Can you show again? Like H2 plus?
H2 plus G3. The reason
Okay,
for that
okay, yeah.
is, okay, in the future when I'm buying
Yeah,
more
yeah,
shares,
understood.
okay, that will be added. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Now the account value is the cash that is left in my account, okay, plus the shares which I'm owning into the price of the share. Okay, this is the current value of my account, okay, which is 5 lakhs as of now. Now what I'll do next, since I have 2,50,000 left in my account, okay, whenever the price of the stock goes down by 1 rupee, say it goes down to 49, okay, I'll buy fixed quantity of stocks in my account. Okay. And if it goes up, okay, in case it goes up to 51, okay, it goes up, I'll sell the same fixed quantity of shares from my account. Okay. So difference is like I just kept the difference of 1 rupee. So if it goes down by 1 rupee, I'll buy fixed quantity of shares. If it goes up by 1 rupee, I'll sell fixed quantity of shares. Okay, the same fixed quantity of shares. Okay. So let's keep the fixed quantity to be 100. Okay, as of now, I'm just keeping 100 quantity. Okay, I'll just do this. So now say, for example, if the price of the stock, okay, keeps on going down, okay, keeps on going down, and for every 1 rupee change, I'm buying fixed quantity of stocks, 100 quantity of stocks for every 1 rupee change, okay, and it keeps on going down till 0, okay, the minimum it can go down is to 0. So in that case, anyone from the audience can tell me what will be the average purchase price if the stock goes down till 0. Okay, and for every price point, 1 rupee change, I'm buying the stocks, 100 quantity of shares. Okay, so what will be the average purchase price? Anyone
25.
from the audience? Correct,
25.
exactly. Exactly. So it will be the price of the stock divided by 2, which is 25. Okay. So now the total number of shares that will be bought will be 100, okay, into 50. Okay, I'll just make a dollar sign, just swap this. 5,000 quantity. Okay. The cash needed will be this into this. Okay. Now you can see over here, okay, the cash needed is 1,25,000. Okay. I have 2,50,000 cash left in my account. So if I want to utilize the full cash, okay, the 2,50,000 which I have in my account, I'll have to increase the quantity of shares. Correct. So say for example, I'm putting 150 over here. Still, there's a difference between cash left and cash needed. Okay. I'll increase it to 200. Now, if you see that cash left and cash needed are equal. Okay, so I'm utilizing the entire cash which I have in my account. So what is extra cash? Okay, as Pratik told you, we have a new concept called extra cash. I'll explain to you in some time. Okay. So extra cash is equal to the cash left in my account minus cash needed. Okay, so this is the extra cash. Profit, okay, profit or loss. This is normally which you see in all trading platforms. Okay, this is the account value. What's the current value of your account? Okay, minus the cash you have deposited in your account. That will give you the profit or loss of the account. I'll just log this. Okay. So now, in the price of the stock can go either up or it can go down. Okay, there are only two conditions. Either it can go up or it can go down. So anyone from the audience can tell me like what you all want me to do. To take the price up or to take the price down?
Up.
Up, right? So I'll just take it up by 1 rupee. Okay, 51. Now when it goes up by 1 rupee, okay, I'll be selling 200 quantity of shares. So it's equal to this into this minus this. Now the reason why I'm taking the difference between the price, okay, if it goes up by 1 rupee, I will sell 200 quantity. If it goes up by 2 rupees, okay, I will sell 400 quantity. So that's the reason I'm taking the difference in price. Okay. So now if you see the cash spent will be, okay, the cash received will be 10,200. Okay, because since I've sold shares, I'll receive cash in my account. Now I'll just copy paste everything else. Okay, I'll just lock this. Okay, I'll just copy that. So now you can see there's an extra cash over here, 100 rupees extra cash. Okay, which is there in the account. Now if I'm taking it more up, I'll take it more up till 55. And I'll just copy paste everything. So you can see the price of the stock is going up. Okay. The extra cash is increasing in my account. Okay. Now I'll take the price of the stock down. Okay, let me take it down and see what happens to the extra cash. Say, for example, now the price of the stock has gone down to, say, till 45. Okay. So 55 it keeps on going down to 45. Okay, just an example. Okay, it keeps on going down. Okay, let's see what happens to my.
Before you do that, hold on.
Mhm.
Can some people guess what will happen if you drop the price from 55 to 45? Of course, we know profit will
Yes.
go down, right? As the stock price goes down, profit will go down. Any thoughts on what will happen to the extra cash?
Extra cash will increase.
Who is that? Who said
Rohit.
that?
Rohit.
Rohit,
Rohit.
you have gone through the presentation, yeah? Let's give others a chance. Anybody else, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, Juhi, Datta.
Actually, I also have gone through the presentation.
अच्छा, ठीक है, चलो. Then let's just do this. Okay, go ahead, do it.
Okay. So I'll just copy paste the entire thing. Okay. So here you can see, okay, so when the price of the stock goes down, okay, we are spending cash. So you are buying 200 quantity, so it's shown in red. The cash is spent from the account. Okay. But you can see over here, extra cash is increasing continuously. Okay. So as Pratik said, this he had explained in the cash management, in the extra cash component. This extra cash you can withdraw from your account and still the strategy will continue working without any interruption. So this is the amount which you can withdraw from your account without any interruption to the strategy. Now I've shown you two examples. Okay, one, the stock is going up, the price of the stock is going up, okay, over here, and then the price of the stock is going down. Okay. In both the cases, the extra cash is increasing continuously. Now, if I tell you that's the third scenario in the market is the market can go sideways. There are only three scenarios. One, it can go up, one, it can go down, and then third, it can just go sideways. Okay, sideways market. Okay. So say for example, I'll take it from here, say 55, 54. Okay, and I'll just keep on doing 55. It's just moving between 55 and 54. Okay, so it's just moving between two price points. You can see over here, 55, 54, between two price points. Okay, these are the two price points. Okay, and you can see over here the extra cash. Okay. In this situation also, the extra cash is increasing continuously. Okay, so here you can see the thing. So no matter in which direction the market goes, either sideways, upward, or downwards, your extra cash will keep on increasing in your account. Okay. So one more thing which we know about the stock market on a daily basis, there's either gap up or gap down. Okay, on a daily basis. Okay. So if you see in the morning, okay, you can see either gap up or gap down at 9:15 when the market opens. Okay, actual market open trading us. So say for example, there's a gap down situation. Okay, just an example. Okay, so in now suppose the price of the stock the previous day is 50 rupees and it goes to 45. There's a gap down of at 45. Okay, so just it. It goes to 45. Okay, and then it keeps on increasing. Okay, it keeps on increasing till 55, I take it. Okay, it keeps on increasing till 55. Okay, I'll take it to 60. So if you see when there's a gap down, okay, the number of shares which will be purchased in your account is more, as I said. Okay, it will be the multiplier. So I taken this price difference over here, you can see. So that will be a multiplier. So 200 into the points, it has gone gap down. Okay, so into 5, we get 1000 quantity. Okay, so in that case, it will show you how much more shares will be purchased when there's a gap down. So whatever is the situation in the market, our app is able to handle that situation. Be it sideways market, upwards market, downwards, or even a gap up or gap down. The app will be able to handle it well. And the same thing will be explained to you during the app presentation, how it handles it. My colleague will explain to you.
Hold on. Let me
So,
make a few points here. Let me make a few points here.
sure.
While we are discussing the stressless trading method, right? I mean, of course, it is the best method that I have worked with. Since 2018, I've been trading with this method and I've had decent returns. I will not talk about exactly how much returns I've had, but I've been very comfortable with this approach, right? So of course I feel good about a strategy that I've built. I'm sure you guys have tried all kinds of strategies yourself. And my goal is not to make you feel that, okay, this is the best strategy, this is the only strategy that works, and that's the only strategy you should try to understand. My goal is primarily to show you what a good strategy should contain. It should always, you're going to place buy orders and sell orders. Your strategy should be able to explain to you how every action that you're performing is making your portfolio better, right? How is it improving there should be some performance metric connected to your portfolio that should be improving. Whatever strategy you follow, make sure that strategy comes with that kind of a performance metric and gives you the confidence that every action that you are taking is getting you to a better place than you were when you had not taken that action. Every action should have that effect. If your strategy can promise you that, then you have a good strategy on your hands. Of course, the second part that we have always been talking about is cash needed. Always figure out how much cash your strategy needs and make sure that you never run out of that cash. Like I said, the only difference between you and Warren Buffett is that he has cash when the market goes down and you don't, right? And that is not about how much cash. It is not that he has, because he's a billionaire, he has billions of dollars. Even with your account, with your account of 50,000 rupees or 5 lakh rupees or 10 lakh rupees, you can wield the same power that he wields by making sure that you are managing your cash properly. So whatever strategy you use, I just request you follow some of these principles and you will be a successful trader. Go ahead, Adrian, or go ahead,
Yeah, it's done.
Abhishek.
Correct. So, any question from the audience? Anyone has any question before we start with the app presentation?
Anybody who is seeing the extra cash concept for the first time, I'm sure you have a question. There is, it might even be hard to believe what you are seeing on your screen. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. If you have the question, somebody else has the same question. So please feel free to ask your question. Okay, I think then we can move on.
Yeah, we can. Yes, just so over to you, Abhishek. You can just start with the
Yeah,
app.
thank you, Adrian.
Thank you.
So hi guys. Hope I'm audible and my screen is visible to you guys.
Yes.
Thank you. So guys, this is our Kosh app. In here you can able to see the login page. Before that, I just want to quickly explain you a simple ladder animation. So most probably by the end of this, आप सब समझ चुके हैं कि कैसे एक लेडर परफॉर्म करता है. बस जस्ट एक एग्जांपल कि स्टॉक है जिसका प्राइस 50 रुपीज है एंड यू एंटर एट दिस इनिशियल बाई प्राइस एंड वो स्टॉक 1 रुपीज ऊपर बढ़ता है. एज ऑफ नाउ एवरीबडी नोज दैट वी आर गोइंग टू सेल अ शेयर. सो लेट टेक एग्जांपल, हमने 40 शेयर सेल करते हैं यहाँ पर. इट गोज अबव 1 रुपीज मोर, वी अगेन गोइंग टू सेल 40 शेयर्स मोर. For the opposite case, if the price stock reduces to 1 rupees more, we are going to buy, and if it reduces to more 1 rupees, we are going to buy 40 shares more. So as of now, we understand this basic concept in the Excel sheet also, but I just quickly wanted to, explain you. For example, you enter at the stock price of 50, and what should the operator target price? So for example, your target of a stock is that, okay, I want to double my investment, so मेरा target 100 rupees है. So anyone in this audience can tell me कि अगर मेरा जो stock price 50 से 100 जाता है, और that is my target price, so what will happens to my shares? You can just type or you can unmute yourself. अगर if you are able to understand the actual sheet, guys, so this will be very quick question for you. अगर मेरा प्राइस 50 से मेरा टारगेट प्राइस 100 रुपीज पे जाता है, सो इस शेयर्स में मेरे साथ क्या होगा? Assuming that I have 5,000 shares, just I didn't show you. So if I reach the target price of a stock, what is going to happen with my shares? Just a simple guess, guys. Come on, guys, we have watched the presentation. You just said, Juhi, you can just take a wild guess.
50 100 into 40. इन केस अगर 100 भी लेते हैं तो उसमें जैसे ही बढ़ते रहेगा तो 40 शेयर्स अपन बाय करते रहेंगे उसमें.
Okay. So let me tell you, the all number of shares will be sold. So guys, you have 5,000 shares, just like Eden told you. So every time the price is going to increase, you're going to sell the shares. As soon as you reach your target, you will left with 0 shares.
I think you are talking about selling 200 shares rather than 40 shares.
Yes, sir.
You would have to sell 200 shares, even 100 shares. You would have to sell 100 shares
Mhm.
To sell all your shares when the price goes from 50 to 100, if you start off with 5,000, you would have to sell 100 shares every time the price rises by 1 rupee so that you will run out of all your shares by the time the price reaches 100.
Yeah, so that was, I was not aware that I didn't going to use 5,000 pairs. That was one of the example that if the shares reach to the target price. So the 100 shares will be perfect example. So guys, a little guess on the opposite side. What happen if the price will goes to zero? Zuhi, you told that the price will goes to zero. The average future average purchase price will be 25. So you can guess on these shares, what will happen to these shares?
I
Assume
think
that
we have double the shares. 1,000.
no, you will left with zero cash. So as soon as the stocks will start reducing, you will keep on buying the shares. The cash left with you will zero.
Yeah.
So this is the simple explanation of a ladder. So every time you when you reach your target, your all shares when you entered the initial price, number of shares will be sold, and as soon as the price will go to zero, you will left with zero cash because definitely you are every time the price is going to uh, fall, you are going to buy the shares. So this is one of the ladder. Any question in this ladder?
So
Okay,
I
fine.
think the main point that Abhishek is trying to highlight is that the concept of a price ladder. When you
Yeah,
hear about ladders in the future, just think about a series of prices, and that series of prices is being referred to as a ladder.
perfectly fine. Yeah. Okay, so let me take you towards that. So guys, this is our login page. So let me log in it for you. So as soon as click a login, it will ask my MPIN. So I'm just putting my. So this is the page where I'll be able to see my all the cash. So like we just talk about the cash management also. So we believe that the Kosh app is the kind of algo which talks about transparency at its peak. Like everything, whatever you're going to this algo, because we have I personally, for my experience, I have used lot of algos in my past. मेरे को एक चीज समझ आती है कि जो भी स्ट्रेटजी होती है उसमें हिडन रूल्स बता दिए जाते हैं एंड इफ आई टू फाइंड इट मुझे कस्टमर को कॉल करना पड़ता है ये क्या है व्हाट इज दैट एंड इट्स वेरी इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड कि क्या हो रहा है स्ट्रेटजी में कभी भी एसएल हिट हो जाएगा मुझे रीजन नहीं पता चलेगा सो द बेस्ट पार्ट ऑफ द कोश ऐप इज दैट एवरीथिंग व्हिच यू आर गोइंग टू डू एंड आई एम गोइंग टू शो you in this app is transparent at every point of time. So let's start with the sidebar of this app. So let me explain you each thing. So in this, if you click on add funds, so you as of now you have uh, a 10 lakh rupees in an account. This is NAV value. Whatever the amount you have put in this app, it will going to reflect in the NAV value. And add cash, for you to understand what is add cash, I am going to show you. So let's go to the setting first. So we have two options for you guys. So this is simulation paper trading and the real time paper trading. तो उसमें क्या होता है गाइस, तो सिमुलेशन में क्या है, सो सिमुलेशन हमने इसलिए बनाया है कि अगर आपको ये पूरी स्ट्रेटजी खुद से समझनी है और खुद को प्राइस को फ्लक्चुएट करना है, फॉर एग्जांपल आप कोई भी स्टॉक ले लेते हो, उसको एज्यूम करते हो कि इसका सिमुलेशन वर्जन में अप डाउन करता रहूंगा और कैसे एक्स्ट्रा कैश जनरेट होता है, कैसे कंपोनेंट्स सारे मूव कर रहे हैं, आई वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड ईच एंड एवरीथिंग एट माय ओन पेस. सो यू कैन क्लिक ऑन सिमुलेशन पेपर ट्रेडिंग. And the real time paper trading is that everything will be actually real, but it will be paper trading. So what this is, जैसे भी स्टॉक मार्केट मूव कर रही है, फॉर एग्जांपल आज आप टाटा शेयर्स का, टाटा मोटर्स का एक लेडर बनाते हो, सो अगले दिन जब मार्केट में टाटा मोटर्स का शेयर ट्रेड होगा, यू विल बी सीइंग द रिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ दैट थिंग. सो दिस इज रियल टाइम इन अ पेपर ट्रेडिंग मोड. So for the simplicity, as of now, I'm using the simulation because the market is closed. Otherwise, I will to tell you the ladder option. Just now I show you in the PPT. So in order to create the ladder, we have three options: easy one, detailed, and the custom one. So for you to explain, I'm going to go with the detailed version. So in detail, you will be able to understand each steps in a very detailed manner and the formulas, and you'll be able to see that at any given point of time, the Excel sheet you have, the admin has shown you that, okay, fine, ये इतना नीचे गिर रहा है तो ऐसा हो रहा है. So every time, whatever the, as I talk you in the beginning also, that this we talks about the transparent at the highest peak. So आपको कुछ भी चीज नहीं समझ आएगी, you can just go to formula and everything, like how we calculated extra cash, how we calculated initial buy quantity, order size, everything that we will be able to show you, or that I'm going to show you in little while, you are able to understand that formula. So this is the setting bar. So let's take example, you are doing the simulation mode. As you see that I have click on the simulation mode, paper trading. So you want to just add cash in the simulation mode. As soon as you put the amount, it will reflect in your NAV value. So this page, what is going to you were able to see in this page is basically a thing called cash of a new ledger. So for example, you are able to see 10 lakh rupees in that. Funds in play, you are able to see that you have 10 lakh rupees of a NAV value. This is exactly same. In funds in play, you have two allocation as of now, extra cash, as we are talking about this extra cash. So for example, when I build a ladder for you, so whatever amount you will able to earn from the stock, this is going to reflect in that section. And the unallocated cash, we know that we have 5 lakh rupees in the Excel sheet. We have some amount of money that if we have not been allocated, you'll be able to see in this page. So this page, anyone has doubt on that part?
Hello, this same money is showing an account and that unallocate because we didn't allocate any money.
Exactly, Zuhi.
Okay.
Fine. So let me switch to the ladder. So as of now, we understand the simple ladder. So any stock you guys want to give me? Any preference like?
Can you back like where you have clicked for ladder?
So in there is a 5 options at the bottom of this app. So this ladder.
Okay.
Yeah. So any stock you want to give me, Zuhi? Fine, I will take my own preference then. I like Tata Motors a lot, so I will choose Tata Motors again. Fine. So as soon as you click the Tata Motors, you'll be able to able to see the two exchanges, BSE and NSE. Let's go with NSE. So as soon as you click the Tata Motors, the small pop-up from the bottom side will come, and it will ask you to add to watch list. Just take example that you don't want to build the ladder as of now. You just want to see the prices movement. So you can just add on. Once you click on the add to watch list, you can just go at the bottom of the watch list. You will be able to see the Tata Motors. It may take little while time to reflect on the watch list. So as of now, let me continue to that Tata Motors. So let assign a cash. Fine. So we have 10 lakh rupees. The Tata Motors price is 655. Let me allocate 5 lakh rupees. Yeah, we are good to go. So I'm allocating 5 lakh rupees. So now it is asking me to select a mode. So as of now, we understand the detail mode. So I'm going to explain you how we create a ladder in a detailed manner. Easy option, you can just go by on, and it will just take a little time. Once you understand each application, like the transparency of what is happening in that app, once you understand, you don't need to click again and again, understand formulas. You just need to click on continue, and it will just within a few seconds, you are able to create the ladder. So as of now, let's go with a detailed manner. So once we continue on the detailed manner, so as we talk about the target price, in the simple ladder explanation, I've shown you 50 rupees का price है, 100 रुपए का target है. तो for example, अभी 655 का stock price है, मैंने target price 6752 का लगाया, ठीक है. तो अगर आपको नहीं लगता कि नहीं मुझे सिर्फ डबल का टारगेट चाहिए, तो मैंने 2 का टारगेट लगा दिया, ठीक है. तो as soon you change this variable, the target price will automatically get changed. So this is multiplier of exactly. Any doubt in this? And I've shown you guys transparency is one of the top priority. You just need to click on view formula, and you will be able to get how we calculated the K value, this target multiplier. So by at the end of above the bar, you are able to click on that. Any doubt in this page? Okay, I will move ahead.
No doubt.
Perfectly, Adrian. Fine. So now this page is about, like we had in Excel sheet. While he was presenting, he has told that he has 5 lakh rupees in the beginning of the spreadsheet, and he has allocated 2,50,000. So as of now, we are buying a quantity of 508. The initial buy 5,000 quantity he has purchased in the Excel sheet is just like a 508 quantity he has bought as of now. and it is asking the initial buy cash. So it will use 3,33,000 rupees for the initial buy quantity. And if you wanted to understand this part, you just need to click again a view formula and you'll be able to understand how we have calculated the initial buy cash. Again, any doubt in that? And especially everything is editable, guys. You don't want to buy this quantity. You want to buy 400 quantity. Let me reduce it to 400 quantity. You were able to do that. So as you reduce your quantity, your actual initial buy will be reduced. So this is the bar we have also given you. Any doubt in this page? So we are just, I'm connecting a dot with the Excel sheet so that you'll be able to understand each part of the app. So I assuming you don't have any doubt. Guys, in between any part of the page you were not able to understand, just stop me in between. I will love to go back and explain you thing in a very detailed manner. So this is the app, third page. I wanted to divide this page in two parts. So from the configuration part, let's see the above part, from the above configuration part and the bottom part below. So as of now हम सिर्फ ऊपर फोकस करते हैं, जो configuration के ऊपर फोकस करते हैं. So as of now हमको इतना समझ आ गया कि हमारा इनिशियल बाई प्राइस था 655 रुपीज. हमने 508 क्वांटिटी बाई की. आपने पीछे पेज में देखा हमको कैश नीडेड चाहिए 1,66,000 और एक्चुअल कैश जो एलोकेटेड है वो 4,98,000 है. अगेन एवरीथिंग यू वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड हाउ दीज नंबर्स आर कमिंग, यू जस्ट नीड टू कैलकुलेट द व्यू फॉर्मूला. क्लिक ऑन व्यू फॉर्मूला, यू आर एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड कि कैश नीडेड कैसे आ रहा है मेरे को 1,66,000. Before that, these four parameters we need to understand. As Pratik was, telling you about the Kosh app, so he talks about the three parameters: the target price, the step size, and the order size. So, calculated step size, step below, calculated step size, and order size. So, guys, now we have understand that the stock price is 655, and this is the calculated step size 16.77. So every time the stock will move 16.77 of the upside, we will going to sell the shares. How many shares we're going to sell? 13 shares. Simple. Every time the stock will go to minus 16.77 rupees, we are going to buy 13 shares. Any confusion in this? I am going to explain you step above and step below. So step above and step below is just a common thing. Just 1 second. I'm going to use the annotate. Yep. So this is 50. आपका टारगेट प्राइस 100 पे है. इस टारगेट प्राइस को पहुंचने में ये 500, चलो लेट टेक एग्जांपल ऑफ सिंपल एग्जांपल लेते हैं जो अभी चल रहा है. तो आपका स्टॉक है 655 का. वी आर गुड विद दिस. और आपने टारगेट लगाया है, आपने डबल लगाया था 2x का. तो एज ऑफ नाउ इस पेज में आपको टारगेट नहीं दिख रहा है. तो आपने लेट अज्यूम करो आपने 1400 का टारगेट. तो इसको इतना पहुंचने में हर जब प्राइस ऊपर जाता जाएगा जैसे 16.77 रुपीज, तो आपका ये स्टेप साइज है जो हम अभी 1 रुपए समझ रहे थे एक्सेल शीट में, जो 200 रुपए एड्रेस दिखा रहा था. मैंने आपको सिंपल लेटर में 1 रुपीज दिखाया. आप 13
like how you find that step size?
So this is the optimal step size the app has been suggested to you. You can always change.
Okay.
That's why I told you now I'm going to divide this page in two parts. So this is the first part I'm explaining you. The second part I'm going to explain the further. So
Okay.
yeah, तो 655 प्राइस है. 16 रुपए 77 रुपीज प्राइस बढ़ा, आपने 13 शेयर सेल कर दिए. ठीक है. और अब आप जब तक टारगेट प्राइस तक नहीं पहुंचते, जो आपने टारगेट प्राइस सेट किया, तो ये आपको स्टेप अबव बता रहा है कि 39 स्टेप्स में आप टारगेट प्राइस पे पहुंच जाओगे. और ये बिलो का है 0 के लिए, मतलब आप 39 स्टेप के बिलो के पहुंच जाओगे. Any confusion that these four parameters, this is very important parameter for you to understand if you want to play this with this app. I guess fine. You can just interrupt me in between. I'm always free to do that. So let me, okay, fine. Yep. So let's now talk about the second part of this page. So this is the suggested thing by the app. So if you want to, change your step size. So as of now, if you're able to understand कि अगर मैं step size change करता हूँ तो definitely मेरे कुछ components पे changes आने वाले हैं. To understand, लाइक किसी को इसमें कंफ्यूजन है कि अगर मैं स्टेप साइज चेंज करता हूँ, मैं 16 से इसको 20 ले जाता हूँ, तो क्या मेरे एक्स्ट्रा कैश ज़्यादा क्रिएट हो सकता है, कम क्रिएट हो सकता है, ये एनी, या मेरे को कैश नीडेड ज़्यादा हो सकता है, कम नीडेड हो सकता है? यू हैव एनी डाउट इन योर माइंड कि अगर मैं ऐसा कुछ करता हूँ, स्टेप साइज को चेंज करता हूँ, तो डेफिनेटली मेरा क्या, मेरा टारगेट तो मैंने सेट कर दिया, बट मेरा एक्स्ट्रा कैश में कुछ चेंजेस आ सकते हैं। तो यू आर ऑलवेज फ्री टू डू दैट। सो वंस यू आर एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड द डायनेमिक्स ऑफ दिस strategy and the app, so if you want to change your step size, as soon as you change your step size, you change your step size to 58, definitely you can see now अब आपका step below step जो above है वो 11 हो गया। early it was something else, now it goes to change। और आपको अब 45 shares है, early it was like I guess 13 shares थे आपको हर price change करने पे। so but you need to also understand guys, you can reduce your step size or you can increase your step size according to your needs। so let me take the initial value as of now, और recommended parameters पे click कर देते हैं and we are good to go। ठीक है, so any doubt in this page, this I have divided this page in two parts, the suggested part by the app and the things you really wanted to change. Once you understand these dynamics of this strategy, the app, I guess I'm good to go। So once I click on the show ladder, so as I've shown you the ladder part in the PPT, the current price is 65। I've shown you हर बार जब प्राइस चेंज होगा 14 रुपया ऊपर या नीचे, आप 11 रुपये स्टॉक्स, जो ऊपर जाएगा तो आप सेल करोगे और नीचे जाएगा तो आप बाय करोगे। और ये ऊपर का स्टेप साइज, जब आपका अल्टीमेट टारगेट अचीव हो जाएगा तो एज आई टोल्ड यू ना, आपके पास स्टॉक्स 0 बच जाएंगे, और जब वो अल्टीमेट आपका प्राइस ही नीचे चला जाएगा तो यू विल लेफ्ट विद 0 मनी। सो एज ऑफ नाउ यू आर सिटिंग एट द करंट प्राइस, so this is the ladder representation। so I want to focus on this part। so as of now we are clear with target price, we are clear with initial purchase price, we have clear with order size, we have cleared with step size, we have also cleared with cash needed and the allocated cash। so once you click on the graphical view, so you can also see the graphical view of that। don't get confused that this will be actual orders, because this is just a graphical presentation। so in graphical presentation you will able to see that executed extra cash। so we are talking about extra cash, every time the order get executed you will be generating 3,433 rupees extra cash। so this will be per order you will be generating 78 rupees। any doubt in this graphical presentation? so I guess you can stop
No
here.
questions.
So now once I'm going to save the ladder, so it's asking me one question। so it is asking me कि once I reach my target price, तो अभी हमने बोला कि मैं 655 पे बाय कर रहा हूँ, जब मेरा टारगेट प्राइस 1400 आ जाएगा तो क्या तू कंटिन्यू करना चाहता है ट्रेड? इट्स आस्किंग मी सिंपल, if I said no, so it will automatically close the ladder, app will automatically close the ladder और वो आपका ladder close हो जाएगा। if you select yes, तो वो क्या करेगा, एवरी टाइम जब प्राइस द्वारा आपके टारगेट प्राइस से नीचे आएगा it will keeps on buying। so as of now I'm clicking on yes, so I have saved the ladder। so once you save the ladder, now you will come to the fourth section of the app called trade। so as of now we understand the home part, how to create the ladder, this is ladder annotation, watch list। now let's come to the trade part। so once your ladder will be created, so as of now you have seen the allocated cash 4,98,000, extra cash will be 0, and no profit because we have not started trading in this app। so as I told you, this is a simulation version, and we as a as a team, we really want that you should play with the app, that's the only reason we have given you the simulation app version। so once I click on this, sorry guys, once you click on this, it is asking me to activate all the ladders, so let me click on activate। so once I click on the activate ladder, yeah, it got activated, sorry। so now the trade is the order is even activated, and let me start the trading for you। so fine, So I've started trading for you. So let me, raise the price. तो टाटा मोटर्स का प्राइस 655 है. हमको अपना स्टेप साइज पता 40 रुपीज. तो जब हम प्राइस 40 रुपीज बढ़ता है तो मैंने एक प्राइस बढ़ाया, तो प्राइस इंक्रीज, ठीक है, एंड it should generate extra cash. I'm not sure why it is not reflecting. Let me increase further more. Yeah, so extra cash has been generated, 228 rupees. Let me, as Eden has shown you that the gap up हो जाता है तो क्या होता है. Let take example कि 5 rupees का मतलब multiply 5 का gap up हो गया. So once you click on this, so just bear with me because your simulation board sometimes it take little time to update the values. So price was increased. So now you can see the extra cash of 2931 has been. You want to reduce the prices, you can also do that. So this is the simulation what you can, increase or decrease the prices according to your thing, and you'll be able to understand how the things are going to change in your extra cash component, allocating cash and all this thing. So once you do that, so all the activities as I have done for you, so you can see the extra cash is 3255. You will be able to see the activities. So in activities, you'll be able to track each and everything. Like for example, the initial order, that the order execution part, like you have buy the 508 quantity. Then I have increased the price to 1 rupees. So sell quantity of 11. So each and every part of the activities, what you have done in the simulation mode, you are able to see that. In position, you'll be able to see your average purchase price as of now, what is running, and the extra cash generated and the profit value, NAV value. So as of now, you are running at the profit of 5,700 and you have the extra cash of 3,055. In order sections, definitely you're going to see the buy entry and sell entry of 11 and 11 units because the price change हो रहा है. And in trades, you'll be able to see the long and short trades. So ये सिमुलेशन मोड में किसी को डाउट है, लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल माय गाइस, मेरे रियल पर्पस है कि वंस यू गो होम एट एनी टाइम, जब आपको फ्री टाइम मिलता है, जब आप खुद प्ले करना चाहते हो, तो माय आइडियाज ऑफ दिस प्रेजेंटेशन आई रियली वांट कि आपको वहां पर डाउट ना है. सो अगर आपको कुछ भी यहाँ पर प्रॉब्लम आता है कि ये कैसे कर दिया, आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड कि एक्स्ट्रा कैश कैसे आ गया, ये ट्रेड्स कैसे शो हो रहे हैं, सो जस्ट ओपन अप एंड यू कैन टेल मी. I'll wait for some 30 seconds because this is important for you to understand. I guess we are good to go. Fine. So at any point of time you want to stop the trading, you can just click on the stop trading and your ladder will stop. So now we have a lot of options for you because we understand that what makes Kosh app very different is like the modification we provide. Because अगर आप थोड़ा सा strategy समझ आओ तो आप तो बोलते यार ये तो मैं Excel से करके ही अपना ट्रेड कर लूंगा. What actually differentiate you? Because we know that हमारा idea starting से है, we don't want to sell our strategy. We want to sell a system that अगर आप Excel से भी समझते हो, you can do at your own. What exactly makes Kosh very different is the modification, the things we provide as of now. So for example, you have allocated some cash to the ladder initial cat. At any point of time, you have some extra cash sitting with you. आपके पास कुछ extra पैसा पड़ा है and you want to put that money in that ladder. So you don't want to create the ladder again. आपके पास for example 1 महीने बाद 1 लाख रुपया आता है, आप 1 लाख रुपया डालते हो. अभी ध्यान रखना गाइस, ये सब वैल्यू जीरोस है और इस वैल्यूज पे ध्यान रखना. सो एज सून एज यू क्लिक ऑन दिस, ये वैल्यूज अपडेट हो जाएगी. तो जब मैं 1 लाख रुपए ऐड करता हूँ तो आप देखते हो कि अब जो मेरा ऑर्डर साइज था वो 11 था, इट गॉट इंक्रीज टू 12. मेरा स्टेप साइज अर्लियर it was 14, the step size has been reduced to 12. So as soon you put the money, and the very important part that as soon as you put 1 lakh rupees, you have buy some shares, 90 new stock to buy. You have buy 90 shares, and now the new cash needed. Earlier the cash needed was 1,95,000. Now you need a little extra cash of 2,30,000. And as soon as you click on accept changes, it will got automatically updated in the ladder. So this is one of the modification we provide, that at any given point of time you have extra cash, you don't need to create the ladder again. You can just click on that ladder and you can modify it and you can add the cash. So let me go to the other part of modification, withdraw cash from ladder. So any point of time you need to withdraw cash. So you can just, for example, you want to withdraw 50,000 from that ladder. So you just need to click on this. So as soon as you withdraw, definitely you are going to sell 45 shares. Earlier you had a cash needed of 1,95,000. Now you need a little less cash needed, and your order size has been reduced from 11 to 10, and the new step size is 14.28. So as soon as you click on accept changes, you'll be able to see the changes in the ladder. Let me show you the third part of it. So merge two ladders. So it's very simple, guys. So for example, you are trading two Tata Motors shares. Like for example, you have one ladder of Tata Motors and you have another ladder of Tata Motors. You want to merge these two ladders. You have put 5 lakh rupees in this. You have put 3 lakh rupees. You don't want to see that, मेरे को बहुत problem हो रही है, मैं कैसे दो ladders को अलग से देखता हूँ, मुझे confusion हो रही है. You want to merge these two ladders. So you can just go to modify. If you click on merge two ladders, as of now I just have one ladder. If I have another ladder of Tata Motors, you can able to merge it. I wanted to caution you in that part. You cannot merge two ladders with the two different asset. Like for example, this is Tata Motors and another ladder is SDFC. You can't merge this. They should be same ticker. These three part are just targets. And at any given point of time, आपको लगता है आपने 50 पे किया, ये तो बहुत तेज भाग गया यार, मुझे लगता है इसका और अच्छा टारगेट, इसका टारगेट 200 होना चाहिए. You don't need to again create a new ladder. You just, as of now, you have tell your target is 1300. आपको लगता है मेरा target होना चाहिए 2000 rupees. You can update at any given point of time. And again, same process. As soon as you click on that, it will reflect you the new changes. And once you click on accept changes, it will automatically tell you that he will again need to buy 111 shares stocks to buy. And for that, you need 1,12,000 rupees. Guys, I'm again repeating, at any given point of time you have any confusion, just unmute yourself. Fine. I'm going with the flow that I'm feeling that you are able to understand this. So again, I'm clicking on modify. So now you want to adjust your step size. You understand the, every part of the strategy. You want to, you want to change your step size. You find that at given point of time, आपको लगता है मेरा step size इतना अच्छा नहीं है, price इतना movement नहीं दे रहा है. I really want to enjoy on the extra cash. So as of now, you have 14 rupees. Every point of time, the Tata Motors change 14 rupees, you're able to generate the extra cash. So now you want to reduce your step size to 10 rupees. So if you do that, you click on this. So definitely the values will change. So now the new calculated step size. So guys, I wanted to, again, a little give caution to you that whatever the value you put in the step size, the app will not take exactly the same value, because see, the calculation, the optimal value the app will take, it will automatically tell you. So for example, you have put 10 rupees, the app will take 9.5 rupees, 9.4 rupees. For example, you put 15 rupees and click on this, the app will take 14.19. This is happening because this is the calculated value, the background of this app, the formulas and all this running. This is because of the reason it is happening, and you can able to track all the changes after you change the accept changes. So let me again go back. Once I modify this, adjust order size. So as of now, you have an order size of 11. So every time the price changes 14 rupees, you are going to buy and sell 11 shares. You don't want to do that. You said कि यार मुझे 15 shares buy sell करने हैं. You click on that. Once you do that, your new step size has been reduced. So guys, the idea is not to understand कि क्यों बढ़ गया. This is, I really want कि आप ये समझे. But this is something I am giving you as an option that at any one point of time, मैंने आपको starting बताया था कि Excel sheet पे आप कर सकते हो. I will love to do that अगर आप Excel sheet से करके एक stock को trade करते हो. But what exactly make Kosh app very different is because of transparency we provide, and the thing that all this modification you can do at any given point of time. And the last modification, move fund to ladder, and the make ladder cache empty. So at any given point of time, you want to delete the ladder, you want to deactivate the ladder, or you can, remove every cash from the ladder, you can do that. And move funds to ladder is like you should have, again, you have 5 lakh rupees in this ladder, and you have another ladder called SDFC. You want to, you know, give 1 lakh rupees to SDFC from this ladder. So you can just, click on this option. It is asking me to, because I don't have another ladder. So if I do that, so it will automatically, transfer 1 lakh rupees from Tata Motors to SDFC. So this is the trade part. This is the fourth part I have told you. I have explained. Any question in this fourth trade part? I know, guys, I've already taken you 1 hour 40 minutes, so I will be little quick on the part. So the last part of the analytics, this is the analytics part, and this is really the things got really interested, and our team is feel very proud to show this. Like we are just not a algo company. Like कोई आपको बोल देगा कि 50 MA पे buy कर लो, आपका stock इतना profit आ जाएगा. We really at the bottom of the heart we really want कि आप ये सब dynamics समझे कि ये सब dynamics क्या बताते हैं आपको. Like for example, as of now अभी मैं टाटा मोटर्स क्लिक करता हूँ guys, so अभी मैंने सिमुलेशन मोड पे इतना ट्रेड एग्जीक्यूट नहीं किए हैं in order to generate. अगर फॉर एग्जांपल अभी मैं कुछ भी चार्ट पे क्लिक करता हूँ, तो मैंने अभी इतने ऑर्डर्स जनरेट नहीं किए हैं जो मुझे ये बता सके कि एक अच्छा सा चार्ट, एक विजुअल प्रेजेंटेशन दिखा सके, बिकॉज आई हैव नॉट जनरेटेड सो मच ऑर्डर्स. अगर आप सिमुलेशन मोड पे मोर ऑर्डर्स, दैट्स द ओनली रीजन वी वांट कि आप ऐप के साथ प्ले करिए. सो एवरी टाइम वंस यू प्ले विद दिस ऐप, इट्स नॉट समथिंग कि आपको बस ये देखना है कि एक्स्ट्रा कैश कितना जनरेट हुआ. दिस इज नॉट वन ऑफ द कंपोनेंट अ कंपनी रियली वांट टू यू टू फोकस ऑन दैट. The analytics part is, it's been provided to you guys because retailers should think in a very different manner, that profit कमाना ही नहीं important है, या extra cash हमने आपको बता दिया तो extra cash एक important component है. You should not focus on that. Okay fine यार, मैं इसको play करता रहता हूँ, मेरा extra cash increase decrease are very good. We really want कि आप हर एक component understand करिए, profit के साथ open order price को समझिए, stock value के साथ number of stocks का comparison समझिए. Every time you click on this, you be able to understand लाइक कि क्या चीजें हैं, क्या डायनामिक चेंज हो रहा है. सो अगर आपको कुछ भी समझ नहीं आता है कि ये चीज मुझे क्या बता रही, यू जस्ट नीड टू क्लिक ऑन दिस आई बटन एंड इट विल टेल यू कि व्हाट दिस पार्ट विल सजेस्टिंग यू. सो दिस द एनालिटिक्स पार्ट, एंड the last part as of now we have for you guys is the pricing part. So as of now guys, if you wanted to start the trading with us, so you just need to pay 300 per month, and the minimum portfolio size will be 1 lakh rupees. And for the minimum portfolio size of 5 lakh rupees, you need to pay 1000 rupees per month. So this is the pricing. And at any point of time you feel that मुझे कुछ समझना है, we are always, every Friday we do the webinar, so you can just tell us by the mail, or we have a customer support help session. You can ask your doubt, and we have also questionnaires for you to understand that you understand STM and the app very well. तो आप हमको contact कर सकते हैं, you will be able to understand each part in a very manner. और मैंने आपको बताया था by the starting of itself, as soon as build the ladder, you will be able to see the changes. So मेरा एक्स्ट्रा कैश इतना जनरेट हुआ है, मेरे पास इतना अनअवेलेबल कैश पड़ा है, और एट एनी पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम आपको बार बार होम आने की जरूरत नहीं, आपको बस ऊपर से स्लाइड क्लिक करना है एंड यू विल एबल टू सी आपके ट्रेड्स कितने हैं, आपके ऑर्डर्स कितने हैं, आपके अभी आप एक टिकट ट्रेड कर रहे हो, आपका एक्स्ट्रा कैश कितना है, फंड्स इन प्ले कितना है, अनएलोकेटेड कैश कितना है. सो एट एनी पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम यू विल एबल टू सी दैट. So, and also guys, as a equity instructor, I'm also trading actively in the market, and I want to highlight my model portfolio. So this is one of the initiative that Risen Diamond has taken, that we don't believe, as I told you, transparency, we don't believe कि हम सिर्फ आपको बताए कि ऐसा है, हम actual trading कर रहे हैं. So you can see कि हमारे जितने भी instructor, the Adrian you just saw at the beginning, myself, Abhishek Singh, and all the equity instructor, you can just go to open our app and you can see everything in a very transparent manner. You can just see this, and you'll be able to see that I am trading 10 stocks. So I have a 1 crore rupees. So I'm trading 10 stocks, Asian Paint, HDFC, all these stocks. And I just wanted to see the you see the extra cash I'm able to generate. So just guys, bear with me for this minus sign. There's some kind of technical glitch because of this minus sign has been operated, because you understand the extra cash cannot be negative, because in the Excel sheet, extra cash is a independent variable. It is not dependent on the price movement. So it cannot be negative. So just these three sign. So if I remove these three sign, I have, allocated close to 2 lakh rupees of my allocated amount, and, generating a 9.32% return per month. I just want to reflect you that this is a stock price of 800, and this RIL stock has been increased to 850. तो अगर मैं रिटर्न बेसिस पे देखूं तो मैंने 33,000 कमाया है, बट एक्स्ट्रा कैश आई एम एबल टू जनरेट 83,000. So as of now, my idea is not to flaunt that कि extra cash आपको profit को भी beat कर सकता है, but this is one of the component I want to see कि extra cash एक loss recovery mechanism हो सकता है, and it gives you confidence to hold the stock. That is the real motive of extra cash. So you can at any point of time आपको लगता है कि 2 महीने बाद तो कुछ गड़बड़ हो गई होगी, तो आप कभी भी हमारे वेबसाइट में आइए. You just need to click on resources. आपको हमारे मॉडल पोर्टफोलियो पे क्लिक करना है, और यू आर एबल टू सी दिस नंबर्स कीप ऑन चेंजिंग एवरी डे, बिकॉज दिस इज द लाइव ट्रेडिंग वी आर डूइंग. So guys, I will not take much time of yours because we are already running out of the time. So any doubt, any questions you have for us?
I think, Abhishek, there is no more questions. So I think so we should end the presentation.
Yeah, I did. So guys, thank you for coming and giving your precious time. You can just join our webinar on next Friday and on Tuesday. We do it on every Tuesday and Friday alternative day. So you'll be able to understand this concept more widely and able to understand more depth. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
And have
Thank
a-
you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
कैसा रहा आज विनय? विनय विनय म्यूट पे हो, म्यूट पे. अरे चला गया.